Once upon a time, stories are everywhere. We hear them, see them, and tell them. They are in books and movies, they are in songs and paintings. From the time we are young, we hear stories. Our parents tell us bedtime stories. These stories help us learn and grow. They teach us about the world around us. Stories connect us. They show us that we are not alone. No matter where we are from, we share a love of stories. Stories are powerful. They can make us laugh, cry, and think. What stories do you love? Long ago, people told stories around fires. These stories were important. They taught people about their history and beliefs. The Greeks told myths about gods and heroes. These myths explained the world and human nature. The Egyptians wrote stories on papyrus scrolls. These stories told tales of pharaohs and gods. Every culture has its own stories. These stories are passed down through generations. They keep cultures alive. They connect us to the past. Why do we love stories so much? Stories capture our imaginations. They take us to other worlds. We forget our problems for a while. Stories help us understand ourselves. We see ourselves in the characters. We feel their joy, sadness, and fear. Stories teach us empathy. We learn to see the world from different perspectives. We connect with people who are different from us. Stories are powerful tools. They can change how we think and feel. Stories can change the world. They can inspire us to be better people. They can challenge us to think differently. Martin Luther King Jr. told a story of equality. His story inspired millions to fight for civil rights. Harriet Beecher Stowe wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin. This story opened people's eyes to the horrors of slavery. Stories can create social change. They can give a voice to the voiceless. They can shine a light on injustice. Never underestimate the power of a story. Section 5, Screens and Stories, the Modern Tale. Today we consume stories in new ways. We watch them on TV and online, we play them on video games and phones. The way we tell stories has changed, but our love for stories has not. We are still drawn to stories that move us. Modern media offers exciting ways to tell stories. We can use special effects and animation. We can create immersive experiences. But some things never change. A good story is always a good story. Section 6, the future of storytelling. What comes next? What is the future of storytelling? We can only imagine the possibilities. Virtual reality could create truly immersive stories. Artificial intelligence could help us tell personalized stories. One thing is certain, storytelling will continue to evolve. New technologies will emerge. New storytellers will find their voices. But our need for stories will remain. Stories are part of what makes us human. Section 7, the end. Or is it? Stories never really end. Every story has an ending, but the impact of a story can last forever. Stories stay with us long after we finish them. We remember the characters and the lessons. We share stories with others. In this way, stories become a part of us. Stories never truly end. They live on in our hearts and minds. Section 8, a world without stories, a bleak thought. Imagine a world without stories. It would be a bleak and empty place. We would have no history, no culture, no imagination. Stories give us meaning. They help us understand ourselves and the world. Without stories, we would be lost. We need stories to live. They nourish our souls. Section 9, keep telling stories, a plea to the world. So keep telling stories. Share your stories with the world. No matter how big or small, your story matters. Stories have the power to change the world. They can make us laugh, cry, and think. They can connect us and inspire us. Let us fill the world with stories.